Everybody, thank you very much for joining us here today. We have Simi, who's going to give us a little bit of an insight about what we can expect from her tomorrow when she performs as one of our headlining acts that will be at season 2 of Best of Kampala. Like you know, it's going to be an all-white brunch tomorrow. We're looking forward to it. I hope you have your white outfit. There's a strict policy that if you don't come in a white outfit, you will be turned back.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I never heard that. I'm gonna have to go back to Nigeria. But
Yes, you might get it back on the next available flight. Anyway, we're excited to have you here. A number of attempts to have you in the country, and my name is Denzel. I represent one of the media platforms. You'll also represent one of the media platforms. So both of us will be talking to you with the press here. You want to start it off?
Yeah, sure. It's good to have you in Uganda.
thank you. Yes, the very first time.
I can't even believe this because I feel like you've been around for a minute. I remember this jump question.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people saying, Sim, everyone was like, Sim is my girlfriend. Something like that. So you really had fun for such a long time, and you're coming to a country that has loved you for a while. And the fact that you've seen your life unfold in front of us, it's definitely a pleasure to have you here. How do you like Uganda so far?
Actually very hospitable. That's the very first thing that struck me. Everyone has been so sweet to me. I'm really jet lagged because I actually just came from the States like 2 days ago and came right here. So I haven't seen much of town, but all the people that I've been in contact with have been so sweet. And like you said, I've actually wanted to come here for so long. My husband came here I think early this year or last year, I don't remember.
Edgy baby.
Yeah. And I'm surprised because I was supposed to come here before him.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad that I'm here now.
You even blew before him.
About the same
In
time.
Uganda,
Maybe in Uganda, okay.
All right, let's just kick off from where you're coming from. Recently, you toured with Alicia Keys.
Yes.
I feel like Africa in general is turning into something so beautiful to see at the time, and the leaders of African music in a way, people have been taking the torch up there. You being in such spaces, how was it like to tour with Alicia Keys? How do you tell us about the whole experience?
I grew up as a fan of Alicia Keys, and so it was such an honor for me to be in that space, to be able to share my gift with her audience and just show them what I love doing as well, play our music for them. I was very honored to do it, and it was great to go around with my band and just have that experience.
Nice. Usually it's like this music versus that music, but I feel like with this new generation of artists that is happening, it's more like artists are willing to share rather than say this is ours, this is yours. Do you see that when you're traveling? Is she really like your sister? Or she like, sounding like she's been here for a long time?
Do you mean Alicia Keys?
Yeah.
I mean, she has been here for a long time, much longer than me, and it was a very professional, interaction that we had. But she was really sweet. I met her son, and I think when we actually met, like outside of the show, she had just finished performing, so we were both tired, But she was so sweet. It was really nice, and having that merge between, African music and artists that have been popping in the West for a long time, and us being able to have that platform as well, I think it was a great leap. I'm really happy to pass it.
Yeah, I like that you actually met the son, which gets me to. I saw photos of you and your daughter at the airport. I was like, she's so sweet. You carried her all the way here. Just so you know, she has her own fans, so
okay.
she probably bring her to the show. So tell me about working as a musician and a mom at the same time, having a husband who is also a musician. This is like I really want to get an insight of your life, just in that regard.
Well, both things are full-time jobs, as as any mom would know. Music is a big part of my life. I love doing what I do. That's why I do it. And I absolutely adore being a mom. It's really hard. The compromises that you have to make, the things that you have to let go of sometimes. Some people have described it as like juggling, glass and rubber balls. Some things you can afford to let go, some things you can't. And that's the way it goes. And I remember before I got married or had a child, people would say that you can have it all. And I do think you can have it all, but not at the same time. So sometimes, you know, you can have it all, but you can have it all at the same time. Yeah, that's.
So Jam Question used to be my favorite song.
Oh, really?
When you
So should I add it to the set list?
It
Because
is
it's not
not
the set list
there.
currently.
Oh, what are you talking about now? It has to be there. So when you did Duduke and you
Yeah.
really got the whole world seeing pregnant and expressing yourself, just to the women out there really, before we leave this whole marriage and mother
Right.
discussion, what can you tell them out there? Like you said, you definitely have to lose some to get some, but you're pregnant and shooting a music video. Were you
Yeah.
doing shows? What does that mean?
Yeah, I was definitely, because nobody knew, I mean, except for the people in my circle, knew that I was pregnant until I did the video. I think the video came out when I was maybe 7 months pregnant. So, yeah, so imagine hiding that. Because funny thing is, when I was 6 months pregnant, I went to Sierra Leone I had a show. And then when we were doing like a little tour around the town, they had me come out from the roof of the car and they didn't know I was pregnant. I was heavily pregnant and tired. And so I had to, pull my head out from the roof and I was just, greeting everyone. And that's a memory that I will never forget, but it was not easy. There were things that, I had to turn down, because it's not easy being pregnant and, being that stressed out sometimes. But, the things you still have to do and the things I couldn't do.
Niceness. I definitely like this. Before we do like the open
Sorry?
I don't want to make it too long, so if you guys have a couple of questions.
Yeah. Okay. Before us leaving the newsmaker, I work with NBS and Seneca. So my question is, as Jackie was talking about the relationship and stuff, have you ever been heartbroken before?
I mean, I've been hurt, but I don't think I've been heartbroken. Maybe I have, and I can't remember. But I think you remember something like that. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just the kind of person that, what happens, and I keep it moving. But like, I don't remember heartbreak.
We hope you do that.
Amen. Thank you. Okay. Okay, I feel like my answer would be different from someone that married someone that was a celeb when he became a celeb. When we started dating, neither of us were celebrities. Nobody really knew us. We're just, in this little room trying to figure it out. So, we came into limelight, almost at the same time. So, the trajectory of our relationship was very different. There was no pressure of, you're a celebrity. It just happened, like we're working and, here we are. So, it's chill. Oh, yeah. I mean, you saw my face. I was very surprised because I didn't know it was I think the weekend after my birthday. And so I knew he was in the house with me that day. So he said he had an event, he had a show to be at. So obviously I was surprised when he just popped out in front of me, at the show. So that was very sweet. That was a very sweet gesture. Yeah. No. Is it Yoruba boy? No, I've never heard that. That he's from Kenya? No. I've never heard that. But I can confirm that is not true. Am I? Oh no. I'm very. I feel like most of us Africans complain about our country, either privately or publicly, because they want them to be better, right? I'm not a politician. I don't think I've ever had any aspirations for politics, but I'm passionate about our growth and us being better and also having better representation. Because we the people were great, and we need our countries to reflect that, and I like to be about that. I have no idea. I don't know. All I know is that terrible tragedy, and we hope that it gets to the bottom of it.
Why is it that Nigerians are making up? No, not saying it's everything.
Yeah.
Before, we didn't hear about music, those songs, those countries.
Yeah.
Now, after this, they can be podcasts and people are making it very good.
I mean, we're being honest, that's human nature. You know how they say sometimes people put to pass until many people put to pass until they give them the attention that they truly deserve. But I don't think that that's a Nigerian thing or an African thing. I think it's just human nature. So yeah, hopefully we can be better.
It's okay.
Anybody else?
I'm here for the lunch. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I have one.
Yep.
What do you have to say about the Ugandan music industry as an artist from Nigeria?
I mean, okay, I'm gonna say this as candidly as possible. I know that we have sometimes there can be some weird. I don't know what to call it. Maybe like some weird energy. We see some African countries because we're all the same people. But when you are represented outside of Africa, sometimes it may seem like some people have more. I'm making more noise, as opposed to others. Nigerian. I can only access. I only have the point of view of a Nigerian. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to speak like I know exactly what it is like here. That would be very disingenuous. That's fake, and I don't know how to be that way. I'm not a big listener of music either. If I wasn't married to my husband, I probably wouldn't know these songs. But like I've heard a few people that have really piqued my interest, and I recently heard about Baraka, and that was nice. It would be nice if we have more African countries outside of Nigeria that would seep into our country the way our music also seeps into other people's countries. That's something that we ideally would love, and I know that everyone here loves that as well.
Yeah.
What are some of the artists from Uganda which are trending in Nigeria?
Who are who?
Trending in Nigeria, artists from Uganda.
I heard of Eddy Kenzo. I think we actually spoke one time. I can't remember exactly, but I think we did. Cindy. I don't. What'd you say?
Cindy.
Who? I haven't. Not yet. But maybe who knows?
Oh my god.
So we are still giving the list of the artists, You said
No, that's what I was going to say. Like, I don't really listen to a lot of artists, but I have heard of Joshua Baraka. I know of Eddy Kenzo. I think we have
Cindy.
Sorry? Yeah, Cindy. Don't let me make up names.
You don't want to do
On
that.
that, how do you come up? Sorry, how do you discover artists?
I think it's sometimes on radio, and sometimes you have like people who DM you when when listen to music and you hear like even what's her name? Terrible in these she's not Uganda. Yes, sorry. Her name just like before her, like I didn't really know a lot of Cameroonian artists as well. She's from West Africa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So sometimes like you just trying to see. For me, it's actually usually the same thing for like even Nigerian artists. Sometimes you have to hear it on the radio or someone is playing your music or something.
Yeah. When you mentioned just coming back from the States and just traveling around as well.
Yeah.
When you move around, you realize things you're doing right as an artist and things you need to kind of improve on.
Yes.
So start with the things you guys are doing right. When you move around to the States and other countries, when you get there, you're like, okay, I think we're doing this right. What are the things you're doing right as a musician and as your music industry in Nigeria?
You mean specifically as a Nigerian?
Yeah.
I think one thing that definitely helps is we have the love of Nigerians everywhere.
Numbers?
Yes, numbers.
Yeah.
We have like lots of Nigerians everywhere, so like that kind of increases your audience base by default.
Yeah.
And I think again that like I said, I can only give you the perspective of a Nigerian.
Yeah.
So I think again because our personalities are very
Outgoing?
outgoing.
Yeah.
So we tend to make these relationships that I think like a lot of things happen very politically, and I mean that like no, so I mean like because of networking, because you know this person before you maybe make a song with them.
Yeah.
Before last year maybe, it was not very easy to see how say Nigerians might make there are certain features that were not as plausible as they are now.
Yeah.
And I think again, the more something happens, the more it's likely to happen.
What do you think you need to improve on?
Excuse me, just getting some water. I would say, as a Nigerian or as a
Yeah. Nigerian.
me personally.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like generally. There's always so much to improve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe let's get into the creative process of you. How does it work? Do you have like set schedules for you to like create music? Does this happen on the go? Are you upstairs? All of a sudden, some comes to your head and you start building it out. Do you have like a mobile studio you can use?
I didn't come here with a mobile studio, but I do have a mobile studio I tend to travel with, depending on how long I'm going to be somewhere.
Yeah.
It's different. Every song is different. I have times when an idea comes to my head. My phone comes in handy. I would just record it. If I have a melody, I would record it on my phone.
Yeah.
I have a lyric, I put it down. And then when I'm in the mood to actually record, then I can go like to that idea. Sometimes I start from scratch and maybe have a deadline.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's any one.
Okay, so for a couple of artists, sometimes they make music and they think, okay, this is going to be a hit, and it doesn't turn out to be.
Yes.
And then certain songs kind of turn out to be hits, and they're like, how did this happen?
Yes.
And that happened to you for particular songs? Like, did you know they were going to be hits, or did they just? And which one?
I remember when I first got in the industry, people used to ask me this question. I don't think any artist actually puts out this song and thinks this might not be a hit.
So you might want to put space on the album.
Okay, you mean they have album songs, but I mean like people not like a single. It was soon because for you to put it out, you have certain trust to use. I think there's only one song I just put out because I just want to do something, and that's when I was pregnant.
Yeah.
Yes, but I've definitely had songs where I felt like I thought it was going to do better and it didn't do it, so I was like, I think that's not a huge problem.
Yeah.
All right, we don't.
Hold on, is there anybody else that wants to ask me?
As well.
Yeah, one question.
Go ahead.
Now that you're in Uganda, we have a lot of talented musicians here.
Yeah.
Even if you work with one of them,
You're not like.
now that you're in Uganda,
Yes.
we have a lot of talented artists here. Even if you work with one of them,
Yeah, if I love the music, of course. Pardon me?
that one person you really work with,
I didn't hear that.
Have you
That's one
have you
artist
thought about somebody in particular?
No, like if anybody reaches out to me, if I hear someone that I really, really like, I'm open to. I'm an artist, like I make music that I enjoy. It's not necessarily about doing anybody's song. I know for some people that before I do a song, they were not like even in Nigeria. So that's for me. If I really like the song, of course.
Okay, Simi, in Nigeria, do you have music associations and federations? In Nigeria, do you have federations and associations of musicians?
Yeah, they have a couple.
Wow.
Not like all the artists are very active in the association. We have a couple.
Yeah.
We have one here.
Okay. Like.
Oh, you have one maybe.
We have one here, that's what she's asking.
Oh, okay.
Okay. If you're to collaborate with anyone, like, what are the qualifications of that person?
First of all, I have to like the song. I have to like. I don't. That's just me. Because I have to connect with the song to be able to create like a verse for that song. Secondly, I have to like the personality.
I have to like.
Yes, I have to like the personality of the person because like if I don't connect with you, because I'm not by nature I don't know how to pretend about things like that, and so we probably wouldn't work. And thirdly, because music is also a business. I mean, it has to be something that works for you, for both of you. If you do this, it's going to do something for you as much as it's going to do something for the person as well.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
So the show is tomorrow.
Yes.
The show in Kampala. Everybody's pulling up with their outfits.
White
What
outfits.
can you, in your own voice, tell the people coming up tomorrow?
This is my first time in Uganda, and I promise you that it's going singing in my band, it will feel like I was here years ago. And I'm here with my band, so I'm really excited to just go out there, play some great live music, and have people dance and sing along. So just have a good time.
And that's, I think